I love great conversations. Hi, my name is Angel Jones. Thank you for joining me on 12-minute convos where I help you create a brand of your own unique, real self. Listen in as I have conversations with amazing people from all over the world. Good night, Christine Monaghan. How are you going on this wonderful, beautiful night?
Hello, Angel.
How are you going?
I'm doing great. How is it going where you are tonight?
Oh, it's excellent. It's actually excellent where I am. It's a beautiful night in Trinidad right now. What about you? Where are you?
I'm in the west coast of Canada, and it is cold and sunny and very beautiful out here as well.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, Christine, please do tell us, which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this time?
Well, that would be a question I'd be asking you, I guess. But since you've asked me first, so I am a consultant and I work with entrepreneurs and high-level executives, and I help them figure out stress solutions so they can optimize their performance in all life areas.
That's wonderful. Well, I will let you know the reason I connected is that of your past podcast endeavor.
Right. Yes, I love doing the podcast. The podcasts are great fun to do.
Yes, I connected with you on this particular journey, this quest. The idea is to have 800 conversations in 12 weeks, and I am targeting podcasters. So you popped up on LinkedIn as a podcaster, and after listening to your podcast, I realized that you shelved it for a bit. Yeah, but it's definitely a valid content that you have on there.
Absolutely. My podcast is Entrepreneur Conversations, and it really is conversations with entrepreneurs from all over the world, and specifically what commitments they make, how they lead with their conversations, and what choices they make every day so they can maximize their life mastery and get from where they are to where they want to go.
Now, this was a while ago, right? Like a couple of years ago. Who did you learn the skill to do podcasting back then from?
I just taught myself. So being an entrepreneur for many years, I really just learned how to do it. I researched it. I listened to other podcasters, and I learned as I went along.
Wow, that's amazing. Ooh, given the fact that the tech wasn't even half of what it was now, right? That is amazing. Wow. So, will you even consider jumping into the podcasting again?
Oh, sure I will. I took a break because I was doing a lot of training in terms of my own business model. I did some training with Jack Canfield and Bob Proctor, and repositioned my own business. So I knew I couldn't do everything. And that's one of the things as an entrepreneur, you've got to know what to focus on when in order to get to that next level. And sometimes you need to actually slow down to move ahead. So that's what I was doing. And I will definitely, get the podcast going again. Probably next year, I think in the early year, I'll get going again on it because I really love doing it. And I love having the conversations with the entrepreneurs.
Yeah, you were great. Like I totally enjoyed that. Again, if you're amazing audience, if you're looking for that, it's Entrepreneur Conversations Radio. And that's how you'll find that online. Well, my friend, tell me one other thing that you've done consistently over the last 3 years, please.
What do I do consistently? I've got a pretty, I've created a lifestyle that actually supports my business versus creating a business that supports my lifestyle. And that's always been a big thing for me with my clients. So, meditation is a big thing for me first thing in the morning. I like to read something inspirational. I always get a workout in. And then I really map out how I want my week to look and feel. And I really just go from there. One of the things that really helps me, that also helps my clients, is to figure out the top 5 things that you need to work on versus in each day. And if you do that at the beginning of the day, you'll maximize where you put your energy to and how you create what it is that you want to desire next, in whatever life area.
How does it make you feel when you're doing this?
Good. I feel good for the most part. I mean, I have my days like everybody does where I feel off or a little stressed, but I've got enough tools now and skills that when I do feel like I'm getting off course, I get myself back on course pretty quickly. So, the idea is to spend each day enjoying your day.
Yes.
And that's a commitment.
It is a commitment. Like, it's all we have is one day, don't we?
Yeah, we have right now. You and I right now, right here.
Exactly. So the stress solutions part of what you do, where is the best place for people to connect with that to find out more?
Yeah, they can go to my website, which is christinemonahan.com. That's Christine, CHRISTINE, Monaghan, MONAGHAN.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, Christine Monaghan Daily Life Mastery on Instagram, and you can connect with me on LinkedIn.
Wonderful. Yeah, I connected with her on LinkedIn. She's very responsive, dear. Well, Christine, let's switch gears for a moment now and let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful warm blue Caribbean water. Christine, what is your earliest childhood memory?
My earliest childhood memory? Wow. I would have to really think about that. I was actually, before we started recording this, I was reading a history of my mom's side of the family, which was really fascinating. And I'm about halfway through it. So that was very fascinating. So what's my earliest childhood memory? Well, I remember being in a yellow and pink polka dotted dress with my white shoes and my white gloves and my hat on, and going to church, and then after church going to the Empress Hotel for brunch, which is in Victoria. So that's one memory.
Yeah. How old do you think you were?
Oh gosh, I bet I was maybe 6.
Why do you think this memory is so clear?
I don't know. It just popped. I think because we would visit with our grandparents, and I was just reading literally the history of that side of my family.
Yeah. How did you feel when you visited your grandparents?
Oh, I loved visiting my grandparents.
Yeah.
They were wonderful.
That's
wonderful, wonderful, real mentors for me and real role models.
Yeah. Well, can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind with that memory?
Sure.
I love the idea that you expressed how necessary it is to build your life with the things that make you happy, if you would. And it's just intriguing to me if I can connect the dots that the memory that jumped out at you first is that memory when it seems as though you were extremely happy. And not just happy for where you were going, but how you felt in terms of the clothes you were wearing, polka dots and whatnot. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I would say that was a very good memory.
Yes, it is. Well, yes, it definitely was. I'm guessing you were very happy. If we fast forward to when you were 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
My favorite song? Wow. We had a lot of music in our family, and we always had music on, so it would be hard for me to think of one song.
Okay.
There was a song, Tie a Yellow Ribbon Around the Old Oak Tree, which my mom played over and over again.
All right. Well, it's amazing how this connects, right? Like yellow definitely seems to be your color, right?
Apparently it is today.
All right. Tie the yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. That's intriguing. All right, Christine. Well, hey, we've arrived at our destination. But before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form. So it's yes or no, possibly a bit more. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready?
Sure.
Christine, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Have I chosen someone to pass my skills on to?
Yes.
Sure, we can do that.
Right. Are you married?
Am I married? Yes. No, I'm not. I'm not legally married. No.
All right. Do you have children?
I have stepchildren. I'm a guardian and a stepmom.
Do you believe in God?
I believe in a universal power that supports us all.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No.
How about 3 hours a week?
Depends on the week.
What about screen time, the phone and or the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
I would say my computer is probably about less than 8 hours a day.
Christine, after 1,001 conversations in 3 months in 2016, thereafter I came up with a workbook. The name of it is called Yours. It stands for Your Own Unique Real Self. And the idea is you answer questions similar to these that hopefully connect you to understanding your mission, if you would. Your own unique real statement is what I call it. Yours again. If you, Christine, had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents Christine Monaghan, what would you say that is?
Well, if I understand what you're asking me, I would say my legacy statement would be at the end of my life that I had really influenced individuals to grow into the next best version of themselves and not limit themselves in terms of what that can be.
Love it. Christine, this was a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
No, I would like to thank you, and I think your format is fabulous, and I love the time machine and all the rest of it. So keep doing what you're doing.
Okay, thank you very much. Christine Monaghan, thank you for being on what is inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Thank you.
Thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Stay tuned for more from our advertisers.
Diabetes is a mountain pandemic. It's a disease that's not acute but chronic. Similar to this rhyming method, I have simplified the definition, the signs and symptoms, and the complications of diabetes for both adults and children in my books, Poems for Patients, A Focus on Diabetes, and The ABCs of Diabetes for Children. These books are available on Amazon.com, and for more information, you can visit my website, poemsbyaj.com. That's poemsbyaj.com.